So maybe it's important to get into a place where you can't smoke anymore. So there are no remaining smokes in the house, and there's no one in the house that smokes either. So if you are having like a weak moment where you think, oh my God, I really need a smoke, you can't just go to your partner and say, can I have one? Because they don't have any. So do you need to get into an environment where it's absolutely impossible for you to just reach for one? Because when you're looking for a smoke, you will literally look through every jacket pocket, all of the floor of your car, under the couch. Maybe you look in a bag that you had previously just to see if there's that one smoke lying around. But that one smoke is not going to get you any closer to the ultimate goal of giving up, which is where you want to be. So when you do decide to give up smoking, it's important to make a commitment to just say, no matter what happens, I am going to give up. No matter how desperate I am, no matter what thoughts overtake my mind, and no matter how absolutely wretched I'm feeling, I'm going to keep going, because I've got to get to the goal of being a non-smoker and going through day by day by day of not smoking. So initially your goal might be, all right, look, I can't think about my whole life right now. I'm just going to think about this day, this one day, okay? Whether it's a Monday morning, whether it's a Friday morning, whether it's a Wednesday midweek. So you're not at the start of the week, you're not at the end of the week, you're not facing the weekend. You say, okay, well for 24 hours, I am not going to smoke. All right. And if 24 hours is too long, maybe you can say, I'm going to make it to lunchtime. At least I'm just going to do this 3 hours or 4 hours. And once I get to lunchtime, I'm going to set a new goal. It's not a reward. You're not going to go and have another smoke at 12 o'clock. You're going to be like congratulating yourself that you got to 3 hours and that you made that little milestone in your own mind where you can say, okay, well, I did it. I got through it. And how did I do it? Well, I focused on other things. So when I felt like getting up and having a smoke instead of, what would be my normal routine. So at 10:30, I'm going for a smoke. Okay, at 10:30, I'm going to go for a walk around a different way, completely different things. And I'm going to have a look at a whole different scenario. Or I'm going to, at 10:30, go and engage someone in a conversation. Or I'm going to go and eat a banana, for example. Or I'm actually going to go and sit in another room and I'm just going to close my eyes for 5 minutes and I'm going to put on a bit of a meditation and just focus on something else. And take your mind off this usual habit of this automated person that goes for a smoke at 10:30, for example. Okay, and if that occurs at nighttime and you say, all right, well, after I have my dinner, that's when I like to have a smoke. Or maybe while I'm having dinner, I'm having a wine and then I go out for a smoke and then I have a series of smokes and I go to bed. Well, you're going to have to make a new plan. And whatever that new plan is, it's got to be something that engages you, that you can connect with, and that you have as a strategy for giving up. Because it may not be easy to change your habits. And so you first of all have to deny yourself the ability to just have a smoke. So that means getting rid of all of the things in the house that remind you of smoking. So your lighters, any ashtrays that you've got lying around, maybe go and clean your car, make it nice and spotless, make it smell nice so that there's no remnants and traces of smoking at all. Then you want to think about the things that you have with smoke. So coffee, wine, beer. For that week you're giving up, can you avoid those things and focus on other things that you could have instead, like completely change the way you go about your week so that you're not going to fall back into those old habits, because you are an alive, spontaneous person and you can make different decisions. You can decide, all right, I'm not going to be ruled by the things that I've been ruled by for however many years or however many months. That you can make a new plan and you can stick to it. And maybe it is a case of sitting down and sticking to a plan, a new plan, and just congratulating yourself when you reach a new milestone. And understanding that you don't have to do this alone, that there are so many things that you can engage, such as nicotine patches, nicotine gum, nicotine lozenges. If you really feel like you need to step down from smoking, into another delivery of nicotine, then you can do that. However,